pledge allegiance to the flag. States of America. To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Councilman Hanlon,
Here.
Councilman Lewandowski.
Here.
Councilman Niles.
Here.
Supervisor Molino.
Here. Okay. We have three resolutions that are necessary tonight. Lori, if you want to mention them.
Resolution 44 of 2023. Resolution scheduling a public hearing on proposed local law number 1 of 2023, regulating short-term rentals in the town of Lake Luzerne. Whereas the board wishes to consider adoption of proposed local law number 1 of 2023 entitled A Local Law Regulating Short-Term Rentals in the Town of Lake Luzerne, which would provide regulations to protect against adverse effects of short-term rentals while allowing them under appropriate circumstances. And whereas adoption of this law authorized by New York Municipal Home Rule Law 10, and whereas Municipal Home Rule Law 20 requires the town board to hold a public hearing prior to the adoption of any local law. Now therefore be it resolved that the Lake Luzerne Town Board shall meet and hold a public hearing at the Lake Luzerne Town Hall, 539 Lake Avenue, Lake Luzerne, New York, beginning at 7 p.m. on May 8th, 2023, to hear all interested persons and take any necessary actions provided by law concerning proposed local law number 1 of 2023. And be it further resolved that the town board authorizes and directs the Lake Luzerne Town Clerk to publish and post a notice of public hearing concerning proposed local law number 1 of 2023 in the manner provided by law, and to make a copy of the proposed local law available for public inspection in the town clerk's office and also on the town's website following the adoption of this resolution and until the public hearing is closed.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We're gonna have a second. Any questions?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, carried.
Okay, Lori,
Yeah.
can we get that revised one on the website as soon as possible? I can email it to you.
Okay,
Okay, I'll email it
the
to you.
revised local law you're talking about.
It's the new, yeah, it's the new version.
Newest of the
Okay.
newest.
Pardon me?
Newest of the newest.
Yeah, version number 11, if anybody's counting.
Yep.
I'll email it to you in the morning.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, the next one is number 45.
Resolution number 45. This is per water billing schedule. Resolution 45 of 2023 is resolved upon a motion seconded by to set the 2023 water rate for SW2 at. You guys have all that information. Colleen had given that to you.
I think it was $600.
I'd like
You-
to make
you
a
gave-
motion.
We got
I'd like to make a motion on that.
To set it.
600. Well, we had a couple of them. Did you have it, Ronnie?
Yeah, right here.
Okay,
I'd like to make a motion.
Blanks, right?
5 1/4. Be raised up to.
okay, so we raise it up to 600. I got a motion, got a second?
Wait a minute. Paul said
Wait,
5 1/4,
yeah.
you said
Oh,
600.
Austin said 600, I'm sorry. Paul just said 5 1/4?
5 1/4.
Okay,
Will I do it?
well, you got a second on it?
Oh, does that? Yeah, I'll second it. Let's have some discussion.
Okay, go
Might be
ahead.
enough to,
It'll be close.
The
That's why I got
actual
Colin
figure
here.
to Make it run without using fund balance is 577. We did receive a larger return water than due than normal, so that has actually a little bit of pushing down. So that would make it run this year, and we probably would be looking at again in another year.
Is- is the cushion you talked about figured in there or not?
At 525, it would make it run this year, but not necessarily, I mean, you're still going to be taking from fund balance.
Should we go maybe at 550?
The actual amount for the hookups is 577 to not make it take anything from fund balance.
If this will hold it my way of thinking at this present time, if the 5.25 will hold it, okay?
Yeah.
The people in that area, okay, SW1 is paying considerably amount more money
already.
than anybody else in the rest of the territory.
Yeah,
Okay,
fine.
SW1, basically a flat fee.
SW2.
I said SW1 is only $125 at the minimum, correct, Lori?
150.
Oh, 100, okay, we did raise that, I'm sorry. Okay, and now they're looking to pay, I'm saying 5.25 at this time.
I'm fine with that. No more questions for me.
Okay, so you got a second on that? Jim?
Yeah, I'll second.
So we're going with 525.
Jim, anything? You ready? Okay.
Councilman Hanlon,
Yes.
Councilman Lewandowski. Councilman Niles,
Yes,
Supervisor Molino,
Yes.
and then you're on to your proposed resolutions, or was there another?
We have that one more,
Oh, yeah, okay,
41,
to amend 41, right?
right.
Is that right?
It's a,
Resolution
you wanna-
40.
Sure. So my suggestion would be to rescind resolution 41. So someone would make a motion to rescind it. Someone needs to second it, then you would vote on it. And then my suggestion would be to vote on another resolution. So I don't know what number we're on.
What's the
Where is
resolution actually entailed to,
that, the resolution 41 was when we voted to take the lease car.
right?
And by the time we got it passed and I got there, they had sold it already. So we
Okay,
lost it.
So the second.
So we have to resend that because I have a second one here now, which Mary's gonna read,
Oh,
that I went and took
Thank you.
care of.
well, the first one's definitely dead, so
Yeah.
I make a motion that we rescind
I'll second it.
number 41.
Okay.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none carried.
So the new resolution would be to lease a vehicle. For 4,000 down. And then $346.49 a month. Per year, and it would be a 36-month lease. Right?
And the total of
I
that.
would
is,
just do the down
4,000.
payment and the monthly.
Okay.
4,000 down, how much a month?
346.49.
Make a motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Wait,
Aye.
just on one more thing, just before you say I want aye, but I just want, I got called today and I ran over there. We filled out all the papers. Colleen did a great job filling out all the papers we needed, everything we needed. They called me and I had to pick up this other, they're asking, because it's a municipality, some of the board members to just sign it. You're not obligated to anything, but they just wanted to, because we have to do this resolution. It has to be signed by the board
Is it required,
member. Yeah.
Mary?
I was gonna talk to you about this later, but my suggestion is to not sign those. You are not a limited liability company. That has nothing to do with the town.
correct.
And they should either be able to give you some sort of form that has to do with the town, or you should be able to attach a resolution. My only concern is none of that information is correct or pertinent to a town, and I just don't want you attesting to something that isn't accurate.
We have the car, right? We have the vehicle, right?
We don't have it yet until this.
Oh, we don't have it yet.
This is the last thing he called me on this morning, said you gotta fill it out, so I mailed it to you, emailed it to you.
Yep.
Because they're looking for the resolution number, so it sounds like it's for the town.
It's talking about a limited liability company. Everything it talks about is a limited liability company, and that's not what it
Yeah.
is.
Sounds like they don't know what they're doing.
If you give them the resolution, that should be good enough.
All right, then let's make the resolution, so I'll go there tomorrow and tell them. If I have to, I'll call you, but let's make the resolution, so, because it's all set until he called this morning, I ran over and got these papers, so. All right, go ahead, you have a motion and a second?
Yeah, I think we already voted.
Yes.
Okay,
It was all in favor, 100%.
I don't think if you guys want to vote again, I'm not sure we got
I
it.
think I stopped.
Well, I got the rescind.
Yep, and then so the new resolution,
Was 4,000 pounds,
I've got
346.49.
Oh, yeah, Hanlon Niles. I'm sorry. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none carried. That was my.
And I'll have them, you're gonna be in the office tomorrow, okay. And I think that's all we had proposed for this meeting tonight. Unless the board members have something else to bring up.
Yeah, I got a couple of things.
Go ahead, you could do first.
All right, I think we already got the March 13th, March 27th minutes. Does that sound right?
I think so.
Okay,
That would be a question for Cindy. She did those,
okay.
but I believe she did send them.
If I go first, I don't care.
Yeah, well. anybody-
Already heard.
Go for it.
First of all, before I forget, I'd like to go into executive session at the end of the meeting to discuss 2 town employees. Everybody's okay with that.
Great.
We have to set a public hearing, or we don't have to, but we've told the public that we would set a public hearing for the Priscilla Core herbicide lake application. The Adirondack Park Agency Board meets, it's either May 11th or 12th or both. If we get approval from them, it would be nice to be in a position to proceed, assuming we want to, immediately after that. So what I'm saying is I'd like to get that public hearing for that scheduled soon.
We've got the one already, correct?
We got the May 8th one is for short-term rentals.
No, I'm. Short-term rentals, that's correct. That's our regular meeting night.
Yeah,
You're talking about the 12th. I don't have a calendar. It's gonna take,
Friday.
I would imagine it's gonna take a few days for the APA to send that stuff down. Would you think? So we have it in our hands?
I would think we would know what their decision is pretty quick. I don't really know, Paul.
Tentative date the following week, the following Monday.
I think that'd be great. If everybody's in agreement, May 15th.
Sure.
If you want to go ahead and do that tonight,
Get over with.
we'll do that tonight then?
Yep.
What's that?
What are we doing?
Set it
Got
up,
a resolution to
tentative on
vote
May.
to set up that public hearing?
Well, what? Not that I want to throw in, I don't want to do it, but what if they don't let us know that it's approved or not, because of that date?
I think we should go ahead anyways. And
Set it
then-
up and then if we have to, we can cancel it.
Right, if the APA turns us down,
Hmm.
it goes in the toilet. Can we
7
do that,
o'clock?
Mary?
yeah, you can do that.
Okay, then I would make a motion that we have a public hearing on Monday, May 15th at 7 PM. For the purpose of hearing the public's comments on using the herbicide Priscilla Core to combat Eurasian milfoil in Lake Luzerne.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none carried.
Before you move on, I just want to thank you for the work you did on that project. The meeting you had Wednesday night with all the pretty much well-known people that work
Yeah.
on that stuff. It was
Yeah.
really well attended, and let's just hope we get it from you as we move forward.
Thank you. In all fairness, I also want to thank the Lake Association because they've helped a lot doing the technical digging and reading and so on and so forth.
Well, we're moving along, and it should be,
Yeah,
should happen.
You missed it.
next thing, the latest version of the master plan is done. And I'm thinking that at our May 8th meeting, we should consider setting a public hearing for that. I don't want to do it tonight because I know that's 100 and some pages. I haven't had a chance to read it. But so I guess what I'm saying is let's
We
put
need
it on
another
the
public
agenda
hearing.
for May 8th to talk about when we're going to have the public hearing for that. So be ready for that, baby. So
Great.
it's a very extensive document, very important. That's all I
All right,
got.
so you need a motion on that?
No, just
You're adding it.
You already got the resolution.
Okay.
Just commentary.
what's that? I already got the resolution. What do you
I
mean?
didn't see that.
Someone down there said.
Oh, that's short-term rentals. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is master plan.
Yeah, master plan.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So we're in public hearing season.
They have that right.
So you need a motion for,
No,
no, you don't need.
no, we'll bring it up.
Okay,
I'm just saying that on May 8th, I'm gonna wanna try to set the public hearing.
Are you gonna want to set it for the agenda meeting at the end of May or your normal June meeting?
Maybe, don't know.
Okay, so I'll leave that blank.
And we all gotta read the thing,
Okay,
you know? It may take a month. I'm retired, I've got time, these guys are working steps. It may take a month for me to read the thing and ask Tracy questions and stuff, so I don't know.
Okay.
Good question, but I don't know. I'm done.
what else? Paul, you got anything?
No,
Tim?
Yes, I have, I believe I sent you all the email on River Road, about the buttermilk area. I met with, the land management personnel, Rebecca Terry. We went up, we had a site visit. There was two, as you all in the email, there's two areas of concern. It was the corner of Thomas and Buttermilk. It's, I feel it's long overdue. It's, they want to get that under control to where the people are parking and new signage. I believe I wrote it all down in my email to you. But does anybody have any questions on what I sent you? It's,
I agree, I agree.
yeah,
with it.
okay.
Are they gonna make the signs up?
They're going to do the state signs
Yeah.
for state where the access points and information.
Okay.
They're requesting for us to do no parking signs and additional signage for safety
Yeah.
concerns and where Thomas comes into Buttermilk.
We can find out how many.
Well, that's what I need to I want Ron's input in on it. And how many will leave the figure to be determined how far we need to go up. As far as parking signs, I mean, I said 50 yards on the sides we talked about. And I told her, we'll see how that works this year. I think should take care of a lot of it. And she wanted to go up a little. I said, let's bring it back a little bit. You know, I don't want to detract from the area, but there's a lot of safety concerns up there. It's been going on for a long time.
Any idea approximately how many signs? Is it 5? Is it 50? Is it 500?
How long's a piece of string in 50 yards? I mean, how many, whatever, like I said, they needed to talk to Ron about that. The dial that, I don't have exact number of nines, parking signs.
If you guess, maybe we can have an understanding tonight, so we don't have to talk about it again.
How many signs?
What's the idea? She just wants to keep people on one side.
She wants people to park on one side. She wants town signs, no parking on the other. Riverside parking on both sides.
For me to put no parking signs up, I believe I just need a board resolution.
Yes.
We can't go throw stop signs up,
Okay.
okay?
What do we got to do to put additional stop sign coming off Thomas to turn up Buttermilk, bare minimum?
I believe you gotta redo that whole area and make it a T.
We just can't put a
Don't
stop
you
sign up.
think-
And once you make it a T, in those corners that you cut off and everything, you gotta put guardrails. So now
So we're not gonna do it
talking big
then.
don't you think it possibly, Brian, you know, probably more than us, is make that a three-way stop?
money. I was just saying, if you do that, then all the corners need to be guardrail and everything. You gotta do it to a T, because if you don't, then you're gonna put the town in liability if anything happens.
Are we not in liability if there's something, we're letting a business operate right there in the corner?
Could be.
Kind of in there. We already had an accident there, it cost someone their life. As we all know. Right in that area.
So,
So I don't know where
The
we,
actual ruling on that, then Ron?
yeah.
Find
I
out,
just talked to the Kevin Hajos,
find out
County
exactly what we
superintendent, so-
can do, and can't do on that possibly.
huh?
Find out exactly. Does guardrails have to go in if we put a three-way stop sign? I see coming over the old Corinth Road over the mountain. They took that one corner when you hit West Mountain Road and put that a four-way intersection, four-way stop. There's no guardrails or anything that you're speaking of. That's why I'm questioning you.
Back when that accident happened down there, they were supposed to. They wanted to see the intersection be a T. But,
Who's they?
well. The DA over there and the,
Not New York State,
no,
no.
Not DOT, not County Highway Department.
no.
how's that apply to rural country road? I mean, it's labeled as rural, right? Am I right? It's rural. Rural country road. This one says that fall under different circumstances than a main paved highway. It's a dirt road. I mean, we're gonna put all money in the
But it's still-
guardrails on a dirt road.
It's still a town road. It doesn't matter if it's dirt or
Okay,
blacktop. But.
I
Why don't you
can't,
call
Yeah,
it-
you can't go and put rocks around for the curve and stuff.
no, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No, we're
Why
not.
don't you check with DOT and get the exact answers that we need to know?
I say you leave it like it is. I put no parking signs up and see how it goes.
So how do we put the one stop sign coming off? It's kind of odd because it's all Buttermilk Road. You got one
There-
stop coming up.
There is
to
one
Buttermilk.
coming out at that.
Yeah,
There is.
Yeah,
but that then legally that shouldn't be there.
bingo. You know, I think it's a good spot for one because of the sight distance, you know.
Yeah, well, you turn that corner off Thomas Road. Thomas runs into Buttermilk. Buttermilk should have right away unless it's it. I don't know.
They're all.
And the right turn going out to Buttermilk goes right in where those people are getting off that bus. I don't know.
kind of, to me, it sounds like we're guessing as to whether guardrails are really needed or not.
That's why I'm asking Ron to check.
So
check with
I'm suggesting that me and Gene call Kevin Hajos and he
Okay.
meets us there. And he could tell us.
Very good. So we can move ahead in the parking sign, no parking signs though.
No parking signs, I just need a board resolution.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You-
Want to make that?
Yeah, I'd like to make that a resolution. for
Let Tim
tonight.
know, see if he can make it when you're going up there.
That's fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with it. So if he goes or I go, it doesn't matter. I already know the place. Grew up there my whole life. So we can do the no parking signs.
Yes.
And I told her she wanted to know up further. I said, I'm trying to reserve it a little bit. I don't want to put parking signs no parking all the way up that road. I want to get, I asked about brownie yellow signs, so it's more attractive, but they don't respect it. People don't view those as official signs and they just park there anyways.
Yeah,
Through the Adirondack Park, they tried that. Doesn't work. They have to use white and red.
the white and red, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I told her 50 yards each side. We'll start there this year. And if it's still, if she's having a problem, we can revisit it to adjust
Take
it.
farther.
If we need to, if we don't
Right.
need to.
yeah.
The only stop sign I was questioning about was turning on to Buttermilk going upriver, coming around that blind corner. That's the only real one I was trying to, and she suggested the other signage. And I was like, well, we can talk. Yeah, I'll write it down. We'll talk to them about it. But it's the only real one I have a concern about is that one coming off of Thomas.
Yeah, you can't just go throw a stop sign up.
Which road has the right of way up there though?
I am not sure. I couldn't tell you. I think going down and going to the left.
Buttermilk would,
have
because
the-
Thomas
would
Road
have the
joins up
right of
into
way.
it. But as you look at it, it looks like
Buttermilk Road.
going up on the Thomas always has a right of way. I mean, but
Yeah.
it's a different road. I mean.
Yeah, that's what I would say. I had the same situation on Ralph Road.
Yep,
They threw 2 stop signs there that was totally illegal. Well, just before winter, someone ripped them out of the ground and threw them down. So I got them. And you can't throw the stop signs there, but you can reduce the speed if needed. And then the guy's gonna have to write to Gene requesting a speed study, then they'll come out and do all that.
well, this is, okay,
So you need a resolution?
To put up the no parking signs.
Right.
yes,
Located,
You gonna make it?
yes, I'd like to make a
When you
resolution,
say 50 yards, just
Yeah.
apart or?
50 yards distance. Away from, up on that one side, just 50, I'm just saying 50
Both
yards,
ways.
yeah, both ways on each side.
Long distance.
It's just to keep people parking
Off that corner.
off that corner. We're trying to
Okay,
get
okay, I
them,
understand.
yeah, we're trying to clear it up a little bit.
Yep, all right. and-
So they're using the parking lot, we're gonna keep them on
I
that
can
one
tell you
side.
right now, the
A resolution
signs are gonna come up.
to put no
missing.
parking.
We gotta do something. I don't know.
You gotta at least
Yeah.
try it.
At
From
least try
either
it.
direction at the intersection of Thomas Road, Buttermilk Road and River Road.
It's River Road and Thomas Road.
Okay, River Road and Thomas Road.
And it's on the river side of
On
both
the
roads. So it's
riverside.
the river side of the road is what Becky was requesting.
that's what I was trying to get in.
Yeah.
I know you were.
Did somebody make a motion?
So if you're heading up into Buttermilk, it's all, everything's on the left.
You just made the resolution. I'll make a motion then. Whatever it takes.
You'll second that.
I'll second it.
All right, so it's Councilman Lewandowski and Niles. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none carried. So it's just the no parking signs, correct?
At
Yes.
this time. And Ron's gonna get back with the other information.
Tim, you got anything else?
The only thing, if Ron feels. If he goes up there and, I mean, it's, if you do feel 50 yards isn't enough, you're like,
I
it's-
think we need to try it.
try it.
Yeah.
Now, what's the distance between parking signs? Do you know they're required or is it?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Let's see what it looks like. See how it works this year and it's
Ron,
still a mess.
They have some of them signs that have arrows, no parking between the signs,
Yep.
so you can keep them a little further.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to order.
Ought to get the local sheriff up there to do a Dewey check once in a while. About 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night.
It was a public road.
All right, Tim, anything else?
Nope, I'm all set.
Karen? Anything that you like to?
The only thing that I have is, we will make a report at the regular meeting on the Bay Road septic situation and what we found out. Looking for a little bit more guidance of what you want to do beyond what we've already done. And that's, other than the executive session tonight, I have nothing else.
Mary, any comments? No. Motion to go into executive session.
What about,
How about Ronald?
Oh, I thought you were, I'm sorry.
I don't really have much. Right now, we're going around filling up the holes that got ripped up for the winter. Then we'll be working on dry wells on Ramsey to redo them. And then we'll be working on roads that we're gonna pave. We need to do shoulders, ditches, brush, and culverts. I also want to ask the board members if anybody has gotten back to AJ, Logan's brother. Because on March 29th, he emailed all you guys. And he wanted to meet and discuss the next steps. Because they're finalizing income surveys, and if we don't get back to the state, they might not accept it. I have been notified that we are going into the second round for the $2 million grant. So there's a chance that we might get that.
I mean, the water, the water,
Rehab the water tank, right?
it's the third
Something like
time.
that. I don't know if that includes some of the repairing of the old lines or not, but. I'm informing you guys to get a hold of AJ. Set up a meeting and see where we go next.
Anybody have any time, any particular time next week? Well, let's say it's only Monday, this week. Because you probably have to do it during the daytime. Or late afternoon, probably. I think you'll come.
Pull a time and I can't guarantee I can make it, you know, if you can pull a time, I'll try to make it.
I mean, you just, even if two of you guys make it.
I'm wide open Friday. Yeah. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Well, I would message AJ, see when he's available. I was just bringing that to your attention, that's all.
All right, thank you.
We're,
Yeah, we gotta do something.
Yeah, I thought he was making the next move, that's why.
That's why, yeah, we got it. I know that. We were waiting for him to give us some. I think we were waiting for him to give us some of his dates.
I have the email right here.
Yeah, no, we got it because I know.
All right, we'll call him.
He was,
Asking you guys.
he was. I remember the email. I do remember it now. Yeah, I do remember.
I already got back to him, so.
What was the date on that? Ron, December?
March.
March 29. And the guy on Ralph Road that is in Mrs. Gorham's old house. He's concerned about the stop signs, so I gotta get a hold of him. He's gotta send a letter to you. To see if we can get a speed study done. For the. Reduce the speed on there. Because Kevin said you can't put stop signs up to slow people down. You need to reduce the speed.
What's the speed now on it? 40, isn't it?
I believe so. Do I think that they're gonna change it? It's not posted?
I don't believe it's.
It's not posted, it's 55.
Oh, I thought I
So-
saw 40, but I might be right.
I thought I saw 42, but I
Maybe.
could be wrong. But anyways. He called me like 2 weeks ago, so. Just letting you know, if you see it come in,
Yeah, well,
that we need to call the county and the county calls the, go through the whole.
we will. But as you know, not that I'm, as you know, that'll take a year.
Yes, I know that. I haven't told him that.
Took several
I
years
think
to
we've
get-
done
to get
10.
rows done.
I think
didn't it?
we've done 10 in the last 10 years. We didn't win one battle, so and it took a year. So, but we'll do it. Kevin will get it out as soon as
Yeah,
he gets me a letter or the board and
yeah.
we'll get a letter.
That's all I got.
Thank you.
Can
Okay,
I, sorry,
Go ahead.
can I just go through the resolution so I know what I'm writing for next time? Alright. Take our chances. So fifth abstract. Paying the bills of the fifth abstract. I think it should be accepting the meeting minutes as presented for April 10th and April 24th. I think that's what you'd be voting on next time.
if Cindy can get like this one, but yeah,
You already approved the minutes of March 13th and March 27th at your last.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Um,
So I would ask Lori, maybe if we can get those 3-4 days ahead of the meeting.
I'll tell Cindy.
the resolution regarding the Adirondack Association of Towns and Villages.
oh, yes.
I
we
can
didn't
keep
do
it
that.
on there.
We didn't do that.
No, do you want me to keep it on for next time?
Do we want to?
Yes, I'd like to have us support that.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
And then set the public hearing for the comp plan, but I'll leave the date open for the public hearing so you can decide at that time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I have.
So we're gonna do the association town at our next board meeting.
I'm gonna leave it on there. You guys can decide if you bring it up.
Did you want to do that tonight?
I'd like to do that tonight.
Yeah, why not?
That thing, I know how I feel about it.
I know how
Yeah,
I
me
feel.
too. I know how I feel about it.
Okay, so
I'll make a motion that we send them a letter opposing the situation with the APA
I'll
on
second
the
it too.
Adirondack Association Towns and Villages.
I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Happily.
Hearing none carried. So we have to send them one or just the information?
That's however it's written. So,
Okay.
yeah, you just have to send a copy of the resolution. to all these people.
Thank you.
Right. Logan just texted me and said his brother said that the bill went to Jill Brand's desk,
Mhm.
so maybe you could send a nice letter to it.
If you give me an address, we will. I can find it. That thing.
That was all I
Huh?
have. That was all I have.
Okay.
Do you have
Make a
any-
motion, we go to executive session.
I'll second that.
Can you put the purpose on record, please?
Personnel. No decisions will be made, yada, yada, yada.
When we reconvene, it'll just be to adjourn.
Councilman Lewandowski made that motion. Who seconded it?
Yes, ma'am.
Who seconded that?
I did.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you for showing up.
Hearing none.
Have a good
carried.
evening.
Just one comment, if I could,
Sure.
off the record. I know Ron and this guy tell themselves the road, but Freight was turning into the Baja.
Yeah.
And they're-
Try walking, going up Hill Street.
So is Ralph Road.